I mustn't be on Santa's nice list because the only thing I asked for Christmas this year was an away win, and we still waiting. The Luton matchlog's coming up, Newcastle fans, so do us a favour as it's Christmas and make sure you stick around. Look at that away entrance, man. You don't get better than that. Look at that. What, like that? What through a housing estate? Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I gave it to Jason Tyndall. Welcome back, my band, to you lovely Newcastle fans, and a Merry Christmas to anyone watching this as well. It is match day. I am just in the Metro. It's currently 10 to 6 in the morning. It's pitch black. I've had no kip, absolutely no kip, but this is what we do for Eddie Howe's Mags. I'm feeling festive, so why not? Didn't even need a coffee this morning. I bounced out of bed. Feliz Navidad. Tunes were going. Happy days, and it's one final game before Christmas. And yes, our away form's not very good. I'm not going to claim that it is, but I'm still staying positive because it's a brand new away ground for me. Going down in the car, bit of banter, a couple of cans. I've even packed, if you can just see down here, that is a full chill bag full of all sorts. Ciders, beers, Red Bulls, soft drinks, sandwiches. That is how accommodating I am when I'm going down in the car. So that's just the Christmas mood that I'm in. But from a football point of view, as I said in the preview, if we are not up for this, we will not win this football match. It's going to be a tasty old affair down there. They are going to be well up for it after everything they've been through. We'll see. We'll see how we get on down there. I really hope the lads do show up for this one. Bit of a sticky couple of weeks, 2 cup competitions, but I'm still in good spirits because it's been an absolutely class year supporting this football club. If I look back to last Christmas, it's just been an amazing 2 years. So fingers crossed we can do the business today. But without further ado, before I get in the car and head down, if you are here right now, give us a likey Lou. Goes a very long way, and whack that subscribe button. Right, time to go and meet the boys and get on the road. Is there anything better than a service's piss? Especially after a couple of beers. Not far to go till we get to Luton. I'm in the lads.
There we go.
About. Here we can. This is what it's all about. Look at that away entrance, man. You don't get better than that. Look at that. What, like that? What through a housing estate? Team news has just arrived in Luton Stadium. I mean, look at that. You can almost see in someone's bedroom window behind us. What are they doing? Are they undressing? He's gone no Botman, which is a bit of a surprise. I thought he would have played Botman. But Burns playing, which I like because Luton are going to be physical. We've got to be up for this one. We have to. Midfields as you'd like. Front threes as you'd like. Away Eddie Howe's Mags. Come on, Eddie Howe's Mags. But what a stadium. I've literally just walked through someone's bedroom to get into the ground. This is absolutely class. You can stick your hospitality up your arse. It's all about stadiums like this. This is the one Premier League stadium that everyone looked for away game this season. It's absolutely lived up to expectations so far. Now let's just get the 3 points. I tell you what, is anything changed in that bed? I'm keeping an eye on that bedroom. Come on. Oh yeah, Eddie Howe's. Right, it's half time. We are squashed in this away end. That was poor. Andy Carroll's holding me beer. He's not a massive plonk, he's holding mine. Andy, what went wrong there?
What went right would be a better question, mate.
Exactly.
Second best to every ball. Not a lot went right. We need big improvements.
Big improvements where?
Midfield. Can't get all the ball mainly. That's defence that they haven't created too much, but midfield, you can't get all the ball, put 5-10 passes together, create it now up top in the final third. not been great.
Miley got hooked off. What do you think of that? By the way, I'm not trying to cause a controversial argument there. I'm just asking. Sure? It sounds like I am. I'm not.
I'd have spared the lad the embarrassment, at least gave him a half time, maybe, but
yeah, but
you need someone else up top. So you want to take a midfielder. So you want maybe you're going to leave Longstaff for in one senior figure, aren't you? Senior player.
We're just not playing the same away from home as we do at home, are we?
No, not a clue why. It's just chalk and cheese home and away at the minute, which it shouldn't be. Don't lose the ability to play just because you're away from home.
I'm going to ask you putting you on the spot. Second half, what's the score going to be?
3-1 2. We'll come out swinging.
Hey,
got to be positive, eh?
I'll tell you what. this Luton away, what's it like?
It's a shithole, but I fucking love it. Give it this over Arsenal, Man U, Liverpool, Chelsea any day.
This is
absolutely love it.
It's fucking absolute. It's class. It's absolutely.
Oh, brilliant, mate! Absolutely love it.
This guy's gone. He's gone all out. He's gone all out with that suit. He's not messing about. And 17 hours later, I am home. Where do we start with that one? Where do we start? I mean, the bottom line for me, first and foremost, it wasn't good enough. It wasn't. And I'm allowed to say that. Any Newcastle fan is allowed to say that. Do not let anyone on social media in this world we live in now tell you otherwise. Yes, don't be a dick. Yes, don't call Eddie Howe this and Almir on that and be over the top. But it is okay to admit that the standards have slipped in a couple of matches in the last couple of weeks, and that today was on par with one of the most lacklustre performances that I've seen under Eddie Howe. It really, really was. I said on my match preview, I said before the game, I said to the lads in the car going down, to come to Luton and get a win, or just a result, I predicted a draw, a result, you have to come with the fight and be able to match them in the basic departments, in wanting the football match to be yours. And we didn't. We really, really didn't. I thought the first half was absolutely dreadful. No ideas, no control of the game like we've known Eddie Howe's Newcastle team in the last couple of years to do. I almost felt like for large spells in that match, we were just hoping that our quality would shine through. And it doesn't work like that at places like Kenilworth Road. It really, really doesn't. And so it proved. And Luton were well worthy of their goal. I mean, don't get me wrong. Across the match as a whole, did Luton have loads of clear-cut chances? No. You'd say what you want about Dubravka. He was tested a lot more today, but they didn't come away with it missing hatfuls. They just had a lot of control of the game, and they got some really, really big joy in wide areas. They moved the ball quite well. They had that aerial presence that we expected. And I don't think that was our downfall today. I thought that might have been where let us down. Yes, we switched off for their goal. And Andros Townsend, of course, it was Townsend who scored. Had to be, didn't it? Those things are always written in the stars. I'm not going to lose too much sleep over that, though. He wasn't with us very long. And half-time, the substitutes in the first half, I don't know why Eddie Howe made them. We'll learn more in the aftermath. I haven't listened to any press conferences. I just heard that Eddie Howe was angry. I almost felt like Isak was thrown on in the hope that it would improve us. Not necessarily a huge tactical change, just get him on, mix a couple of people around and hope that Isak can offer us something in the final third. And did he? Yeah, he probably did. He looked sharper than what he's looked in matches when he's probably been unfit, but Miley got hooked off, and I felt so sorry for Miley because he was one player who did not deserve to come off the pitch. Even based off how he's played the last 4 matches, he didn't deserve to come off the pitch. And we created nothing in that first half, and it was really, really poor. And we came out in the second half, yeah, we huffed and we puffed. It was very much, to me, like the Everton match in a way. Worse in the first half than the Everton match, but in the second half against Everton, we had a lot of the ball, we penned them in a bit more, and we did that again today, but with no quality. With absolutely no quality. And yes, we've had a couple of chances. Callum Wilson has a bit of a sniff in the first half. Bruno from that lovely set piece in the second half, which was a good routine. He could have maybe swept that in the bottom corner, but that just would have papered over the cracks of a really, really poor performance. And all the way back, me and the lads in the car have been talking about why the away form is different to the home form. And what I'm seeing for me personally, is a lot of players who've been catalysts for all the good that we've done this season seem to play a little bit different away from home. And what a main one for me, if I'm being honest with you, is Anthony Gordon. Now, I'm not putting that much on Anthony Gordon. There's other players we can talk about. But Anthony Gordon, every single time he got the football today, he's looking to release it straight away. When Anthony Gordon is at St James's Park, he tries to take on his first man, then tries to take on his second man. He almost is greedy at times. We don't see that player away from home. We don't. We see a much more cautious approach. So I'm starting to wonder whether the crowd and the momentum that we have from home and at home and the control that we have in matches is affecting some of our players. I really, really do. And I also think with Almiron in mind, who again was frustrating, can you believe a 40, 50-year-old bloke offered someone out for a fight because he heard them saying something bad about Almiron? And by bad, I just mean a screamer, for fuck's sake, Almiron. He offered a young lad out. It was embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Squabbles like that in our away end kind of sum up what social media is like for criticism these days. It really, really is. And Almiron, for me, and this applies to a couple of others, I think they know their place in this team is safe. When we have a fully fit squad and almost 2 11s to pick from, like we showed in pre-season against Villarreal and Fiorentina, every player's position, generally speaking, is up for grabs. Apart from maybe Botman, Bruno, Trippier, there's a few. But Almiron is one of them who is riding a wave. Yes, he's had no rest. He's had no chance to have a rest because we don't have anyone replace him. But he knows his place in this team is safe. And he's offering nothing. I'm sorry. Yes, we can talk all day. And I saw the comments on my video about Almiron, how he does lots of things that suit us. He's pressing, he's ball carrying, his work rate. Can we just get off the work rate train and talk about quality? 6 assists in 2020 since 2020. 6 assists. That's the same as what Trippier's got this season. That's just not good enough output for a winger. And again, I'm not putting today on Almiron, but the wide positions were really poor. Gordon with his cautious approach and Almiron just doing what he's been doing the last 4 matches and offering next to nothing from an attacking point of view. Almost headless chicken running at times. I thought Bruno today was okay. He was trying to get things going and he has been okay in recent matches. We missing Joe Linton. That's a given. Nice to see Botman back. Trippier, decent game from him. I thought in the second half he got forward quite well. Dan Burn was playing today for obvious reasons, I think, for their aerial. I think Livramento, Eddie Howe needs to have a word with himself for not allowing Livramento to continue playing. He's put not a foot wrong for us. He's dangerous, he's pacey, he's good defensively. Today could have been the day to rest Trippier, and I said on my match preview I didn't want him to, but looking at that team, he maybe could have. Callum Wilson's not getting a sniff, and I'm not going to put any blame on Callum Wilson. He is a striker who relies on service. He's not going to make things happen himself. That's what Isaac is for. But generally speaking, today was not good enough. And this away form now is really bad. We can't sugarcoat it. Really, really bad. 1 win all season as we get ready to have our pigs in blankets on Christmas Day is really poor. And it's concerning because I look at our next away games, Liverpool, then the derby. My God, we had not taken any sort of good away form into that. And that's a hostile atmosphere that these players need to know they have to be up for. Literally, no room for error in that match. But yeah, we can sit here and I'll divulge in my brain and in the next 24 hours on why the away form is the way it is. But at the end of the day, you come to places like Luton, first and foremost, do the basics and want the football match and be up for the fight. Luton were up for it. Fair play to them. I think that result against a bigger team, if I can call us that now, has been coming with the close matches against Man City, Arsenal, and today they got it against us. And it was probably deserved. It was. We didn't show up today. It was a cracking day out. Lovely stadium. Unbelievable entrance. Unbelievable stands. Really, really old school. And one I can proudly say I've ticked off. That was about as good as it got though. Newcastle fans, this might be my last video before Christmas. If it is, don't let that result ruin things. Look at where we are in the league table with our injuries and that in mind. This game in isolation was very poor. Our away form's poor. But it hasn't been a bad calendar year, has it? And Christmas comes a time for reflection. I think the new year we will improve. And I'm going to keep saying that and I'm going to keep repeating that because look at what players are coming back. Look at what we've managed to achieve. 7th, 8th in the league with the players that are out. some of our biggest signings of the summer out. Barnes, Tonali. The injury list is crazy. Things will get better in January. Enjoy your pigs in blankets. Drink as much as possible. Be merry. Spend some time with loved ones. And thank you very much for watching. Another away day ticked off. It's a tiring old thing, me sitting and doing these videos after 17 hours of travelling. But we'll support you evermore. And as they say, Newcastle United will never be defeated. And I started my last video by saying jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to see Newcastle win away. Oh, what fun it is to eventually see Newcastle win away. Thanks for watching, Newcastle fans. Keep the faith. Merry Christmas. Away the lads!